needs to be able to have that trust, and he just came in and bowled straight into the wicket, really was flying it in. It became easier for the batters.
As that's just pushed into the offside, and a single to tackle. Rehan Ahmed's an interesting one, isn't he? Because he started off as a leg spinner who could bat a little bit, and now he has turned into a top order batter. He bats in the top 3 for Leicester, often opening, and to a degree of success as well, and more of an occasional bowler. So it'll be interesting to see how his career develops, because you know, sometimes you have to be flexible and your career morphs, especially if you're an all-rounder, and often you can go one way or the other. As that's just defended by, no, just having a look at the new bowler, bowling from the pavilion end. It's just got that little stutter, hasn't he, as he approaches the crease, that sort of staccato approach. So that's just pushed off the back foot into the off-because tackle just rocks onto the back foot. I saw Farhan at Trent Bridge last year in that game that Sai Sudarshan played in, we were talking about earlier. Oh, and that's been smashed down to long on, but it's only going to be one.
It's a good old hoik across the line.
It's a little bit filthy, as they say, but hey. India are in pursuit of quick runs.
It's going to conclude the end of the over as well. 105 overs in the India A innings, and they are 478 for 5.
Yeah, but Farhan Ahmed, I saw last year, he was 16 years old. He bowled something like 58 overs in an innings. And, you know, I thought there were laws against, you know, how hard you can work 16-year-olds. It was a real vigil that he just bowled over after, and he only bowled about 3 bad balls in the whole stint.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be many laws when you are a professional cricketer. That's your job. You get paid to play cricket, so do your job. Nice a line here from Akhtar, and Shadul will just drop that into the offside. Just opens the face slightly on contact, allows it just to get through for a 1. 479 for 5 now. India A. And of course, we spoke about Shardul Thakur. He played such a crucial role in the series back in 2021. He hit that 57, that 36 ball half century, right? 57 from 36 balls in the first innings of the 4th test at the Oval. That helped India get out of a massive hole. Full face of the bat, straight out the middle. Beautiful looking defence from Nair.
Yes, Aman Akhtar. Just
test match that India won as well at the Oval. Up on his toes. All the time in the world. And that was an exciting test match, I remember. I think I went down to day 2 of the game. And it was back when we had test matches later in the summer. It was in September. And now the test match is getting wrapped up by early August now, so we can make way for the 100 tournament in England. And he's nicked that one, and he's going to have to go. That will bring an end
to Karan Nair's fantastic knockout here in Canterbury. 204 for him, his 4th double century. And the England Lions finally get that breakthrough with Zaman Akhtar picking up a wicket. Much overdue for him. He's been toiling at it, relentless with the ball. And finally he gets that breakthrough of Karan Nair, who set up this India A innings absolutely brilliantly. He's really pushing his case here for that opening test match. Just goes through to James Drew. Jags back from Akhtar. And the crowd, well, they are fully appreciative of that knock from him. 204. That brilliant knock comes to an end.
Yeah, Zuma deserves that. And just using the slope well. Gets one to jag back, an inside edge. And another good catch from James Rue. That's his 3rd. So his 3rd? No, it's his 4th of the innings. So, yeah, well done. But Zaman Akhtar, I think he's bowled well this morning. Bowled within himself and just keeping a lid on things. And we said pressure creates wickets.
Absolutely. This brings a new batter of Harsh Dubey out into the middle for India A. A left-hander coming in as Karan Nair walks off. Fabulous knock to watch, and
yeah,
they're just such pretty looking shots from him, you know?
Yeah, warm applause from the crowd, and he deserves every ounce of it as well. Big Indian contingent here in the crowd, but also the people of Canterbury as well. They appreciate good cricket down here.
Oh, you're lucky I didn't wear my little jersey to sit next to you for today. I was very close to you, you know.
Tomorrow, Nikki.
Akhtar in first up to Dubey, finds his line almost immediately, coming round the wicket here to the left-hander. And I think that will be a little bit of a relief point for him as well, because he's really been going relentlessly. Yesterday, towards the back end of the day, did get tonked around the ground. They did try to experiment with Akhtar, brought him on for an over. I think he got hit for 10 off of it. Nicely forward there. And that will conclude the over from Zaman Akhtar. He gets the breakthrough of Karan Nair. And after 106 overs, India A are 479 for 6. So Shardul Thakur out in the middle, Harsh Dubey joining him. Thakur on 22. And we'll just run you through the wickets that have fallen this morning. Well, Dhruv Jurel was the first one to go. Caught at first slip off Ben McKinney for 94. Ajit Singh Dale picking up that wicket. And then Nitish Kumar Reddy caught again by Rue, this time with the gloves. For 7 off the bowling of Eddie Jack. That fell when India A were 445 for 5. Karan Nair brought up his double century, and that was a fantastic one until we just saw him nick off. Again, caught by Rue.
Ahmed, oh, they could have a mix-up here. He's got to be quickly back, and the throw hits the stumps from Zaman Akhtar, but Dubey gets home and they scamper through for an overthrow. Talking of the Oval, as you were a moment ago, I recall a test back in 1979. India nearly won it. Wonderful run chase. Anil Gavaskar got a double 100. Goward got 100, I think, in the first innings for England. And it was a really thrilling chase. I'm sure there'll be a few people nodding their heads at their television set in appreciation. That's elegantly driven square.
Yeah, stays beside the ball there, Harsh Dubey. Will get himself to open his account as well. You're listening to a live cricket here on day 2 in Canterbury as England Lions take on India A. Myself, Nikki Chowdhury, alongside Dan Whiting.
That's driven pleasantly out to long off. Emilio Gay out there.
Yeah, that ball was really... No, that's Ajit Singh Dale, but that ball was following Emilio Gay yesterday, that's for sure. I felt like he had a magnet on him.
Doobie just adjusting and playing that, dropping it down into the offside. Yeah, Emilio Gay, having just made the moves this season from Northamptonshire up to Durham, gone up to the northeast. That's cut away. And that will just be a single. That's Emilio Gay out on the cover boundary, out near the grassy knoll. Again, cut through the other side. This by the right-hander goes out to Eddie Jack down the hill. The wind's playing havoc here. There's cups being blown around. There's coffee cups.
I'll conclude the over. 484 for 6 India A. And Shardul Thakur and Harsh Dubey just getting together in the middle. And I'm pretty sure there is going to be a little bit of acceleration headed our way pretty soon, because by the way how Shardul has been playing, we can just get senses of that as well. And Harsh Dubey out there in the middle, also looking a little bit itchy to get himself running. Oh, this one just jags back, and there's a very faint shout there from Zaman Akhtar. It's not convincing enough, and it's just jagging back.
I was going to ask, Nikki, at what point do you think that India A pull the plug? I mean, do they want an awkward 20 minutes at the England Lions just before lunch? Or do you think they'll see it through, and are they after match practice?
It's a hard one because they also want match practice out there, right? Because Shardul Thakur will also want to get some time out there in the middle, as would Harsh Dubey. Really forces that one, won't get it away at mid-on.
Brilliant work by Josh Hull.
Yeah. It's a long way down to the ground if you're Josh Hull, that is for sure. But you know what, 484, I'm 500 definitely. I would quite like to say, I'd say 550.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good surface as well, and it's a fast-scoring ground. I think you have to take that into account when any declaration comes into it, don't you?
Watches it through. Crouches down. Shardul Thakur. Harsh Dubey from Vidarbha. 22 years of age. Bowls a bit of left arm spin as well. Slow left arm, sorry. And he's picked up the most wickets in the Ranji Trophy in the 2024-2025 season. 69 wickets from 10 matches. Can you believe it?
Well, that's a decent effort, isn't it?
This one just angling back into the right-hander, and that will come off the thigh pad. It should be signalled a leg by, and it is. 485 for 6. And of course, Harsh Dubey playing for the Sunrisers Hyderabad in the Indian Premier League. Still going on, the IPL, although we're into the last legs of it. Qualifier 2, and then the final, which we already know of, Royal Challengers Bangalore, or Bengaluru, are already in. Who will they face? Well, yet to find out. On the move defends this one, does Harsh Dubey.
Still bright sunshine here at Canterbury. There's a few wispy clouds going sort of over back towards the city centre, over towards the cathedral. But still a warm day.
Just dug out, bit of bottom hand coming through a bit early on the shot there from Harsh Dubey as the ball angles back into the left-hander. That will conclude the end of the over, and India A 485 for 6. Thakur on 25, Dubey with 2 to